Where do you want to go vacationing in the fall? Where do you want to go vacationing in the spring, summer? These are all future plans, and that's part of financial literacy is what do you want to do when you retire? These are questions, and you could do day by day, week by week, but these are planning questions. Okay, what type of house do you want to live? Do you want to have a mortgage? Do you want a boat? Do you want a car? Do you want a hot rod? Do you want a jet, a helicopter? All of these are future questions and future planning type of things that you need to think about. And think about what makes you have fun and invest in that and think about that. And I hope this helped. Follow me for more or ask me questions, or I could throw out some more ideas on future planning as well. Where do you want to travel? Do you want to travel the world? These are all things you can do. What you didn't know about financial literacy or financial matters to begin with. I'm going to cover 5 different topics. And first one's going to be budgeting. The next one's going to be investments, future planning, taxes, and credit. Feel free to comment below. This is going to be a couple-part series as well. And feel free to ask me as many questions as you want. Now, budgeting. 3 areas that I find be the most essential boils down to 3 different things. One is essentials, everything that you need to survive, pay your mortgage, pay your utilities, your car payment, everything. Those are your essentials for surviving. Next is an emergency fund. And when an emergency happens, you need it. And then the last is your future, planning for vacation, buying a mortgage, all that cool stuff. Those are the 3 essentials. And I also find that there's 2 different ways of doing it. You can either do it manually, or there's apps, Excel sheets, all that stuff. I will actually show each one and how they can work because everyone's different. And sometimes you want to be manual, or some people like it automatic. And I'll give you the pros and cons later on. Part 1 on credit and I'm going to talk about 5 different types of credit, and there's many different ones. First one is a business loan for obvious businesses that's established. A personal loan, same thing, just for personal use. Credit cards, the most common. Mortgage, next common. And then a home line of credit, which is when you own a house, your house is actually worth more than your mortgage. Instead of selling it to get that money out, you can actually get a loan against it. And this is just part 1. Part 2, I'm going to talk about why you want to have credit and how to build it. Follow me for more. Investments. There's 5 types of investments. Stocks, which is you're owning a piece of a corporation where you get dividends, which is a share of their profits, and you're hoping that it goes up in value, so you sell it for more. And then there's real estate, which can be land, buildings, homes, that types of things. Bonds, which is, okay, you're holding corporate debt or government debt, and you're getting a return on investment guaranteed as long as the corporation doesn't go bankrupt or government goes bankrupt. And then there's NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, which is online art that you own. And then you have cryptocurrency, which is not backed by anything, and it's digital. There's not even a physical asset as well. And follow for more. I'm not a tax professional. Consult with your tax professional before doing anything. Income tax, depending on how much you make, could almost be 50% of your income, versus investments could be only 25% or a little bit more or a little bit less. Or you can do real estate, and you can also affect that as well. And that's why CEOs get all their money in stock, so they don't have to pay as much in taxes. And financial literacy courses, a lot of them don't cover this, but as you get wealthy, you need to think about taxes. And if you like more of this information, please follow me and comment your questions below. Thank you very much. Part 2 on credit. You have probably seen already of, okay, it's how old your credit is, how many payments you have done on time, and your inquiries on having more credit, and how much credit you actually have. Honestly, you can experiment on this. I've seen people say, oh, you can get a credit card every 3 months. I don't do that. I do it every 6 months. That's how I do it. And the reason why you want to get credit cards, you want to get ones that have zero annual fees, zero, maintenance fees, any of that stuff. And you pay it during the grace period so you don't have to pay interest on it. And that builds your credit so you can buy a house cheaper, because that 1 or 2% difference can be thousands and thousands of dollars difference. Follow me for more.